I think a big part of the whole being a creative in 2022, 2023 and beyond, what people are going to have to do, even if they don't like it, is understand business. I think that's the primary thing. And if you can't yourself, because most artists don't understand business at all. I just happen to be one of them that did. But if you don't understand business, you need to get somebody that's actually trustworthy that understands it. And in that, you have to gauge your market. You have to understand what it is that you're selling and to who. See, a lot of people just create just to create, and then they fall on their face and they like, well, what happened? Like, why wasn't this supported? Because you weren't creating for anybody other than yourself. And that doesn't mean that writing can't be therapeutic. It's therapeutic for me. It's very therapeutic. I love writing. It makes me feel better having done it before. If I'm going through something, which not often like that, but let's say I want to get out of a rut, had a busy day or something like that, I start writing, right? And I feel better afterwards. I love doing it. And but I also, as therapeutic as it might be, I'm still writing for an audience, and I understand that because the ultimate goal is to get it into the hands of the customers, and the customers obviously paying for it, not pirating the shit, actually wanting to pay for it. And that requires a certain level of understanding of the marketplace. Now, what happened, or what has happened, is that so many people have gotten so caught up in the social media, which is it's an animal. Let's say that. It can be used for better or for worse. If I were you, I'd take big advantage. That's what I've done. I've used that to my advantage and was able to get people to buy our book, having not had to rely on marketing or paying for marketing, because I could just put it on social media. So you got to do that. I mean, I'd encourage you to utilize that to keep your costs down marketing wise as well. But it introduced a whole new animal. You have a direct line of sight with the audience. Don't have to go through a middleman like you did before. But you got to understand. You got to be able to separate the real from the fake. And this is what so many people I've watched make the mistake. See, a lot of y'all get caught up in the retweets and the likes and shares and all that stuff. And that's all fine and dandy if it's being shared by people that have genuine interest. It's being liked by people that will buy it. And that's the new animal that social media did. It used to be a direct correlation, okay, where you had enthusiasm, sold product, purchased product. Those days are beyond us. Now you can have people that you can get as many retweets as you want. We've seen this with so many of these virtue signaling Marvel or DC creatives, right? They got a book coming out or whatever, a book going, and they'll share some, it'll get thousands of likes, right? So these people are stoked. And then you look a little deeper. I'm not saying they're all bots. Some of them might be. But you look a little deeper. You see the people that are so enthusiastic about this project, they are going to the read online fucking pirate website to view it. They don't support you. They don't like you like that. Now you may be, or they may be ideologically obsessed, and sometimes the creatives are. And they're so, hey, this is done despite my enemies. I love it, or I pretend to like it. So you can go after that audience if you want. I wouldn't advise you do that, but you can go go after that audience. You're going to end up eating your cat's food because you ain't going to have money to eat. That is the part, and the tricky part that a lot of people that are creatives have not been able to figure out, and to be able to separate willing buyers from people that are fake enthusiastic about something. Which one of those do you want? One is going to come with, you may even get headlines, CBR.com. May share your stuff, may give you a positive review after you sent them the free advanced copy. Tweet about that, oh man, this is amazing. And then you start looking at the bottom line and you're like, damn. Why all the people that's retweeting and liking this stuff that I'm doing this material to signal at, why ain't they buying this like that? Well, there you have it. Because the interest isn't actually genuine. That's what, anybody that's been to a Comic-Con recently, Those are normie fests up and down. Like if you're, I'm just speaking in talking about comics. It doesn't just apply to comics. But like I've been to Comic Cons this past year. It's just a normie fest. A lot of these cats don't even. That's what movies like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the DC Extended Universe. That's what it introduced. It got so many. What should have been the best time to be a comic book fan turns out to be the worst. Because then stuff started to get made with those guys in mind, which are very normie-centric, very flaky, very inconsistent in terms of what they actually like, right? So just because they cosplay your character, they'll go home and they ain't now short a long box in that bad boy. So you can sit up here and make stuff for those people, and then those people don't buy your stuff. They may pirate it online and see, oh, the suit looks like this. Okay, I'm going to cosplay it. Just giving it to you for real. So which audience do you want? You want the people that is going, like, do you want those that aren't actually paying customers? Sure, you might not have the perceived legitimacy. Y'all know I use that word a lot. Sure, you might not. You probably won't, right? Definitely if you're going through the improper channels. You probably won't get the people co-signing you. It's just not going to happen. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't sell product. You can be very successful in selling product. It just won't seem as legitimate. CBR is not going to cover you if you do it in a different way. You got to know who the audience is, and you got to make a decision. If y'all want the likes and retweets, understand, those do not always equal sales. I would much rather have a handful of people that rock with me and the book and the company and the universe for what it actually is, as opposed to having this wide range of people that know that we exist. But when it's time to pay up, the vast majority of them are nowhere to be found. They do not go to the, in like Marvel or DC's case, or Image, or any of those major independents, in their case, that don't go to the comic book shop on a Wednesday, or don't have a pull list, or don't go order it. Like, I want the people that's going to rock with the company for what the company actually is. Okay? And if you want to make money and make it lucrative, that's what you have to do. A lot of y'all addicted to this attention. I'm not. Look, man. I want to get it out there. I'm a capitalist at the end of the day. I want as many people to buy it that want to buy it. Even my haters. You can go purchase it, $35 plus shipping. If you want to get Ice on one right now from the website, you can get it. I encourage you. However, what I would not do is, for the sake of getting a bigger audience, sacrifice the one it is that I have. Do you want buyers, or do you want people that will co-sign you? Not often are the latter the former, is the point that I'm trying to make. Know your audience, learn your audience, sell to buyers. Don't try to pitch or focus your pitch around cosigns from people that eat their cat's food. Wherever you're viewing the content, I appreciate you. If you enjoyed it, you may be interested in my comic book company, Rippaverse Comics. Our first book and campaign, ISOM #1, brought in $3.7 million with tens of thousands of satisfied customers. Visit Rippaverse.com to check out our store and stay up to date with the latest campaigns from one of the hottest new comic book companies. Also, my first big step towards a parallel economy was the development of my personal website, ericdjuly.com. This entirely replaced my Patreon. Now, if you enjoy this content, please consider becoming a member over at the website. We have an ever-expanding list of perks for various membership tiers, a forum, and a phone app. Some of these perks will even benefit you if you're fans of the Rippaverse. Anyway, I appreciate you so much for being a supporter and or customer. I even got a little love for my haters.